نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه وبعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Alhamdulillah. So here we are with our lesson number 9 of Ilm al-Balagha. Alhamdulillah, we have started our study of Ilm al-Ma'ani. So let's continue. We have already discussed that we are going to learn about the 8 main areas of study for Ilm al-Ma'ani, and they are Khabar wa Insha, Zikr wa Hazf, تقديم وتأخير قصر وصل وفصل إيجاز وإتناب والمساواة تعريف وتنكير and إطلاق وتقييد. So alhamdulillah, we started a study of Khabar wa Insha, and we learned that what are Khabar and Insha. Then we learned about the two main components of Kalam Khabariya wa Insha, that they have the Musnad and the Musnad Ilay. Musnad is our foundation of the sentence, and Musnad Ilay is what being attributed to the foundation. We can say the subject is the Musnad and Musnad Ilay is the Khabar. So here we learned that Kalam Khabariya has Jumla Ismiya and Jumla Failiya, and Kalam Khabariya has also, we saw that how it can be used for Jumla Ismiya and Failiya, in which we just learned about that what is the Musnad and the Musnad Ilay. So then we learn about the third component of the Kalam Khabariya after Musnad Ilay and Musnad, that is the Quyud, that are the, we can say, the extra detail about the subject or the khabar, and it can be the adwat and mafail, hal, wa nawasikh. And we also did few examples for the maful bihi and the hal. Alhamdulillah, then we learned about the main purposes behind the Kalam Khabariya, that are the Lazim Faidatul Khabar and Faidatul Khabar. Then we also learned that besides these Lazim Faidatul Khabar and the Faidatul Khabar, there are some other reasons or purposes behind the speech of the Kalam Khabariya, and inshallah today we are going to learn about them. So inshallah, so let's start with those intents or purposes. We already learned about the Lazim Faidatul Khabar and the Faidatul Khabar. Now there are 5 more intents. There are more. Keep in mind that there are more, but inshallah today we are going to learn only 5 main important Kalam Khabariya intents or purposes. Besides Lazim Faidatul Khabar or Faidatul Khabar, you can take them as the branches, and because they are not the main foundations, and by saying branches, it's understood that they share in the meaning of the foundations but have more detail. So here they are, the 5. The first one is istirham, then there is izhar tafi, then izhar hassi ala sa'i wa jiddi, izhar fakh, and izhar husn wa tahassur. So these are the 5 other Kalam Khabariya intents. Let's start. Let's have a look at what they meant, and then we'll start with istirham. Istirham means asking for mercy. Izharul Ta'fi means the acceptance of the weakness or the izhar of the weakness. Izharul Hassi ala Sa'i wa Jiddi, that is encouraging words about the hard work and diligence. Then we have the Izharul Fakhr, means expressing pride or to boast. Then the last one is Izharul Huzn or the Hasr, the announcement of the regret or the sadness. Let's start with Istirham. As the name suggests, it is from Darham, and we know that the 8th family, the Istiqrat and the Ist, we know that the Ist is for asking, seeking, or wanting. So here Istirham means asking for mercy. Let's have just see this example so we can have a good understanding of what is Istirham mean. So here, see the 2 examples, the beautiful examples from Quran, and these are the Prophet's du'as. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. There is no really word of worship except you. Indeed, I am amongst the wrongdoers. Then there is Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin fakir. My Lord, indeed I am for whatever good you would send down to me in need. So here we can see the intent of these two. We can understand from the siyaq or context of the above statement that the aim of both the speeches is istirham, asking for Allah's mercy. And let me tell you one example or the dua, Rabbi Fir Warham. So what do you listen? Rabbi Fir Warham. You can see two fail the Ighfir and Rahim. So where this in this is clear. The we have we can hear or we see the two verbs Ighfir and Rahim. Rabbi Fir Warham. So, but in these two duas, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. ربي إني لما أنزلت إلي من خير فقير. Here we see that surely in this, like you can say, ربي إني لما أنزلت إلي من خير فقير. Here, surely Musa alayhi salam intent was not to inform Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala of his need because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all knowing. He was fully, Hazrat Musa alayhi salam was fully aware of that Allah is all knowing. Similarly, his intent was definitely not to inform Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he too is aware of his need. So here, what is the purpose? You can say that behind Musa alayhi salam's purpose and speech is to inform Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And not, of course, Allah knows everything. Musa alayhi salam only said that what he said in order to seek Allah's mercy and to also profess his weakness. And comparing it with Rabbik Fir Warham, there is a difference between this type of speech and Rabbik Fir Warham, where you can clearly see the verb Ikfir Warham. But in these two duas, there is no clear command or dua verb in that sentence. Rather, we are making a statement in which the intent is to seek His mercy. So we can say that the context of the siyaq above is about asking for Allah's mercy, and we can see that there is no clear verb for the dua. So we can see istirham here. The kalam khbariya meant here is istirham, or asking for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy. So it is not actually the dua, but the intent is for dua. And this is what we call in ilm al-balagha istirham. Alhamdulillah. So now the next one is Izharu Dafi. Here, acceptance of weakness and or we can say the showing of weakness. See another beautiful statement by Zakaria alayhi salam. قال ربي إني وهن العظم مني واشتعل الرأس شيبا. He said, my Lord, indeed my bones have weakened and my head has filled with white. We understand from the context or the siyaq of the above statement that Zakaria alayhi salam's intention is to show his weakness. He is just telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he is weak. His aim was the expressing of the da'af, the izharu da'fi. He wants to show his weakness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in other words, he is asking for his rahim or his mercy to him. And he's just expressing his izharud dafi. So here we understand from the siyaq or the context of the statement that the aim of Zakaria alayhi salam is izharud dafi. Alhamdulillah. Let's see the other intent of kalam khbariya, and this is izharul huzni ata, and we can say tahassur, announcement of the regret or the sadness. Again, we have two statements from Quran. قالت ربي إني وضعتها أنثى and قال ربي إن قومي كذبوني. The first one is from the mother of Maryam alayhi salam when she said, my Lord, I have delivered a female. In a way, she was just expressing his sadness over the birth of a female child. And we know that in the times of Jahiliyyah, when people were very happy when someone from them delivered a boy, and they become sad when there is a girl born. So this was the norm for the times of the Jahiliyyah. So the mother of Maryam alayhi salam was just expressing her sadness over the delivery of a female child. So here the intent is Izharul Huzn. The next one is قال ربي إن قومي كذبون. He said, my Rabb, indeed my people have denied me. This was a statement of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. Once again, the intention of expressing his regret or sadness over the disbelief of his people. He said, قال ربي إن قومي كذبوني. So they have denied me. So here the intent is again the izhar al-huzn wa tahassur. Alhamdulillah. So these we have learned about the three intents or purposes of kalam khabariya, other than or besides the lazim fadatul khabar and fadatul khabar. We can also say that the branches entail extra reasons as to why this statement was made, like seeking mercy, showing the sadness, and the other intents that we are inshallah going to learn. And these are more detailed than the first two, the lazim fadatul khabar and fadatul khabar, and that's why they are called the branches and not the main foundations. And by saying, as I mentioned, that by saying branches, it's understood that they share in the meaning of the foundations but have more detail, or you can just consider them as other extra branches other than the Razim Fadatul Khabar or Fadatul Khabar, or you can take them as the branches of these two main foundations. Let's see the other one. Izharul Hassi ala Sayyid, encouraging words about hard work and diligence. And by that, we mean that you can see the example, Man talabal ula, sahir al layali. So here, whoever seeks to highest goals will spend their nights awake. And what does that mean? This basically means encouraging people to, or the others in being diligent. Like you can say, we are having them to, we are motivating people. And this quote is for the, you can say it is kind of a motivational speak. For example, like in above example, if someone wants to be successful, or whoever seeks ula means the highest goals. This is a motivational quote for them. It is like if someone wants the best of something or want to attain at the toppest position or be the best in a particular field, then one needs to come out of his comfort zone. Then that person will not spend his night wasting time on the gadgets or just sleeping, but rather than they will be perfecting their skills by reading books, by research, and things like that. So the statement man talabal ula sahir al layali. So whoever seeks to highest goals will spend their nights awake. This is kind of a motivational word to encourage the people who do hard work and diligence, or to motivate them for the hard work and diligence. Alhamdulillah. So this is another intent of kalam khawariya. Let's see the last one. The last intent of kalam khawariya is harul fakh, expressing pride or to boast. The example is Ana Malikun Ana Ibn Kaza. Kaza wa Kaza, to show arrogance or pride, like if some kind of thing is saying, I'm the king, I'm the son of such and such, like he's expressing pride or he's boasting about his position. So here again, we can say that this is Izharul Fakh, or we can say it is kind of the boasting. He's merely boasting of his position. So these are the five main branches or intents other than lazim fadudul khabar and fadudul khabar about kalam khabariya that we just learned today, inshallah. Alhamdulillah.